Now let's go over the righteous and just justification over the murder by sanctioned state forces of Nazi neo-socialist Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers had received a rumor from the Saudi princes, several of them, that Barack Obama had ADHD compulsive. He jumped hyperactively out of anti-Semitism, and he had disobeyed a father's rule of female courtship, the tool fathers use to control their daughters. Joan Rivers on Fox News, a British network of filth and enemy propaganda, declared this homosexual and free-loping with Barack and rejecting another woman, Michelle Obama, transgender. Joan Rivers was given a tracheotomy at a routine medical visit she could have refused easily, and photographed nude before her corpse was sent. The pictures, of course, her corpse burned and cremated under what we think is funny to claim your rabbinical law. The picture sent to the Saud princes involved by the CIA. You see, ADHD from being molested by a Jewish rabbinical scholar, then the scholar being slain by town forces, has existed since the first president, George Washington. It is the ultimate heterosexual ideal of homophobia, transphobia, and Jewish anti-Semitism that this country, America, is based upon. Al Gore couldn't be the U.S. president. He couldn't balance with a frying pan and flip an egg at the same time and placing it down on the oven. The test. Al Gore was slow-witted, lethargic, and stupid, and couldn't properly express himself in a complex, branching, not tangential method of speech. He was a Schustoffel. Or label whatever we feel like as to what you are. In reality, Al Gore was a British suzerain principalist. He believed in an international community as opposed to a treaty ratified merely to be polite in a trade deal. Of course, non-presidential, non-binding, the way any nation works in the American mindset. Every single one of our presidents, including Barack Obama, has jumped hyperactively. The election is impossible to win otherwise, because even if in the case of a contested election, you won't take the electoral challenge against, save Donald Trump, who is a slow-witted, lethargic pud. He can't think complexly, he uses a linear path, and he never breaks off on a tangent to return to the original path. That being the rejection of Jewish moral supremacy in the United States. And the point of this is to allow other voices in to be judged for the standard of homophobia, the privacy, the boundary, and the refusal of sharing of conjoined funding of accounts of bank. That, of course, being the refusal of the European and African standards of the theft of resources from the poor by the petty rich. The poor also, however, supplied by a foreign influence in the forms of manpower and arms on a suicide's force, having had nothing in their prior life. What you may call a spy, but our version being an accountant with an audits textbook international for the police review of your accounts, and of course any procedure necessary to bring you into a treasurer's or exchequer's bank or bonk meeting. Bonk being a political marriage through wedding. The Rothschild system, a group of Gentile royals in Europe out of Switzerland. So you can see this is not ramble. This is not simple. This branches in logic, and this has tangents referring to the original quantity, the righteous death and murder of Joan Rivers. We use murder on lawful killing because we consider no law to be prejudicial or to actually have any precedence over this. She did something so superbly incorrect in culture of a foreign nation she's lived in for quite some time, and then complied as if law protected her, despite breach towards an alleged enemy of her, the Sauds, but not us, her trade friends, Saudi Arabia, the United States. Long live Rail.